Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Amy. Hey, Julie. Pretty cool? Yeah, I am totally in the comfort zone now. Hey, Paul. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Cherish. Hey, Marine's daughter. Cherish, thank you for the heart. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Hey, Melanie. Oh, you made it. Cherish, thank you for becoming a title gifter for the first time. Thank you. Truth Seeker, welcome in. Who is ready for this case? Hey, Pamela. Hey, Boss Man. Case number 9. Hey, Diane from Alabama, welcome in. Do you like the paranormal? All things that go bump in the night? Hit that follow button and the notification bell and never miss another Paranormal Files Live. And welcome. Hey, Sabrina, welcome in. Everyone, let's start reposting, sharing, sending your dailies, tapping the screen, all of that is going to help. Thank you so, so much. Hey, Too Tweet to Believe. Someone sent me a message over the weekend and said, have you considered doing Saturdays and Sundays? We did at one point. Well, yeah, we did. We did Saturday for a little while there, and then the crowds weren't real big, and then we did Sundays. It was okay, but everyone needs the rest. Hey, Shirley. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, ma'am. Exactly, Jackie. Exactly. I actually do that all the time, Melanie. Hello, Unholy Gothic King. Ooh, I love your name. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, that's Case. This is going to be an interesting one. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Hey, Tara. Hello, Merc for Hire. Welcome in. My name is Bryn Morgan. I'm a horror author. I am also a lover of the paranormal. And that is the reason that we started this page, is to really bring all paranormal lovers together. We are called the Seekers here. And tonight we are seeking case number 9, a paranormal case. I had no idea. Once I started researching this, it was just cold, full body chills. Just prepare yourselves. Hello, Goddess Lovely. Hey, Carol, welcome in. Hey, X. So you got to see this cool merch. So I tried to turn the camera to where it would be seen, but basically it says, meet Little Boo on Paranormal Files Live. And look at Little Boo, look at the ghost. And then on the hat, it says Paranormal Files Live. I'm gonna figure out how to switch the camera. I tried it all weekend and I just cannot get it. But X did it. Isn't it awesome? Isn't it cute? I love it. I'll be right back. daughter. Hey, Palm. I knew you couldn't be far behind when I saw Boss Man. I love my mods. I love my paranormal dogs. They are the absolute best, the most amazing ever on TikTok. Big shout out to them. They do an amazing job. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Kim. Welcome in. Thank you for the Go Popular. If everyone shares this live right now, if everyone shares it with 5 friends, 10 friends, 15, the crowd's going to pick up. So let's go ahead and start sending that out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cherish, thank you for sharing the live. I almost called you Boo. Oh my gosh. Goddess Lovely, thank you for the Go Popular. Marine's daughter, thank you for sharing the live. Carol, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you, Goddess Lovely, for the You're Awesome. Lydia, thank you for sharing the live. Oh, really, Sabrina? Oh, like I did, I almost said boo. Eight minutes. We got a lot of work to do. Thank you for the hand hearts. Thank you, Shirley. Cat Sunday, thank you for the follow. Hello, Viking Wolf, Eclipse in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Melanie. Always good to see you. I am loving this mic too much. Do, do, do. Let's share it out. This live's gonna be really good. 4 minutes. Hey, monkey. Hey, it's just me. Let's get some people in here that have never been in here before. Hey, love. Hello, Shirley. What are you laughing at, Marines daughter? Thank you for the lovely roses, monkey. Thank you. Not me. X, thank you for sharing. Hey, Rebecca. Are you feeling a little bit better? Yeah. 2 minutes. Can one of my paranormal guards please post the disclosure for the show? Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for typing. Thank you for tapping the screen. Welcome in. If you love the paranormal, stay tuned. This is going to be a paranormal case that it's going to give you chills for sure. We're winding it down. About time to go seeking. Got your flashlight. Got your notepad. Got your pen. Oh, thank you for lighting up the TikTok and the, we got to come up with that name. Oh, cool, Kim. Mr. Night Queen does the same thing. Welcome to Paranormal Files Live. I am your host, Bryn Morgan. Tonight, we are covering case number 9. This case was suggested by one of our seekers. I'm not exactly who it was, but wow, what a suggestion. I have been researching this and it is just absolutely bone-chilling. Tonight, we are covering the Golden Gate Bridge for the next 3 nights. I would have to say that San Francisco, California, is one of the coldest, windiest places that I have ever been. And I remember when we were doing our tour, I kept asking, are we going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge? The day that we saw it, it was so foggy and misty that we could barely see the bridge. But I remember that we parked in this parking lot and I saw people walking out toward the bottom of the bridge. As we neared, I saw the storm-tossed ocean, the waves crashing against the rocks, and then I saw a metal fence. And on this fence was plaques, pictures, flowers, candles, votives, letters that were just flapping in the wind. And I turned to one of the girls that was with me and I said, what is that? I said, did some kind of tragic accident happen here? She turns and looks at me and she says, Brett, you do know that we are at one of the deadliest sites in the world. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she said, you see those letters on that fence? You see the flowers and the candles and the plaques? You see those notes? And I said, yeah, I see them. She goes, Bren, those are people that have unalived themselves. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah. She said, those letters, some of them are unaliving notes. It gave me the coldest chills. I want you to listen very carefully to tonight's night 1. I want you to picture the Golden Gate Bridge as it is on the screen. I want you to feel the wind about to blow you down. I want you to know that that wind is coming from the strong Pacific Ocean. I want you to hear the deep hum of the suspension cables. I want you to hear the traffic rumbling as the cars cross over the bridge. I want you to hear the sound of the waves crashing from 220 feet below. And then I want you to listen for a voice echoing through time. Voice 1 is a construction worker in 1936. He's proud, accomplished. We did it. They said it couldn't be built, that it was too dangerous, too expensive, impossible. But we built it anyway. Look at it. The Golden Gate Bridge, the most beautiful bridge in the world. This thing will stand for 100 years, 1,000 years, a monument to human achievement. I want you to hear the cheering, the celebration on May the 27th, 1937. It was the opening day. 200,000 people were walking across it, feeling joy, pride, hope. A tour guide, 1937. Welcome to the Golden Gate Bridge, everyone. Open just today. Walk across and experience the marvel of modern engineering. The longest suspension bridge in the world. A symbol of San Francisco. A symbol of progress. I want you to hear footsteps, laughter, children playing, the bridge full of life. Then the sounds fade. 3 months pass. August 1937. I want you to see a single person walking alone on the side of the bridge. The first victim, August 1937. Quiet, defeated. It's so beautiful up here. The bay, the city, the ocean. If I'm going to go, at least I'll be somewhere beautiful. At least I'll be remembered. I think I'm the first one. The first one. They'll remember that. They'll write about me. And maybe someone for the first time in my pathetic life will care for me. You hear a sound, climbing, a metal railing, the wind intensifying. The wind there is unbelievable, brutal, cold, so strong. Then silence. A long fall, 220 feet down. A splash far below. Then nothing. A newspaper reporter, August 1937. Solemn. Today, tragedy struck the Golden Gate Bridge. Just 3 months after its celebrated opening, a man has become the first to jump from the span. Authorities fear that this may not be the last. The bridge's height and accessibility make it a dangerous temptation for a despondent person. I want you to hear decades of passing, a montage of voices from the 1940s, the 1950s, the 1960s, the 1970s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s current, overlapping. Hundreds of voices crying, saying goodbye, apologizing, falling through no fault of their own. Then the sound of the bridge itself, the cables, the wind, the structure breathing, alive, watching, waiting. San Francisco, California, the Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most recognizable structures on Earth, an engineering marvel that was completed in 1937. 1.7 miles long, 746-foot towers suspended by cables containing 80,000 miles of wire. It's beautiful. It's iconic. It's breathtaking. When I was a kid, I used to think that the Golden Gate Bridge meant it was made of gold. Don't laugh at me. Don't judge me. But it's also something else. It is the deadliest unaliving location in the world. Since August 1937, just 3 months after it opened, this is wild, over 2,000 people have jumped from this bridge. Over 2,000 confirmed deaths. Let's do the math. That's one person every 10 to 12 days for nearly 90 years. Mothers, fathers, teenagers, elderly, veterans, students, rich, poor, people in pain, people who felt that they had no other way out. And their choice is what has made this bridge famous. But how did this happen? How did a bridge built to connect people become the place where people go to disconnect from life? The question that I ask is, why this bridge? Why not the Brooklyn Bridge, the Bay Bridge, any other bridge? What makes the Golden Gate Bridge so deadly? Welcome, seekers. I'm Bryn Morgan. For 3 nights, we're investigating the Golden Gate Bridge. Tonight, we will explore the bridge itself, how it was built, why it became an unaliving location, and what makes it so deadly. Tomorrow, we meet the people, the lives lost, the stories, the survivors. Oh yeah, some of them survived. The pain and the hope. Wednesday, we will investigate them. The hauntings, the apparitions, and the fight to save lives. This is going to be a heavy investigation, but I told you that we're going to explore the most paranormal places in the world. I wasn't kidding. It's necessary, because understanding that tragedy is the first step to preventing it. Let's begin. Welcome to Night 1, Night Dwellers. Roll call. If this is your first Golden Gate Bridge investigation, say, first time hearing it. If this is the first time you've been in Paranormal Files Live, say, I'm new, I'm excited. If you are from San Francisco or the Bay Area, let me know. Drop SF in the chat and drop awareness if you support mental health awareness. Hello, Jagzilla, welcome in. Oh, I see. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Sandy's mama. Hello. Hello, Star GTWA. First time hearing about the bridge. First time investigating. Hey, Star. Welcome in. Oh, thank you for tapping. Thank you for posting that disclosure. Thank you so much. I just saw someone new that came in. It was the haunting something. The Haunted Grimoire from the UK. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Kelly Spence. Love my newbies, love new seekers. Have some of you walked across this bridge? I wanted to walk across it, but it was so windy on the day that we were there. I was afraid it was going to blow me off. I went on top of Twin Peaks, and that was the windiest place I've ever been in my life. It was the strongest winds. By the end of 3 nights, you're going to know this bridge completely. The beauty, the tragedy, the hauntings, the hope. But tonight, we start at the beginning. Let's build a bridge, shall we? Before the Golden Gate Bridge existed, there was a problem. So this is the geography. San Francisco sits on a peninsula. To get north to Marin County, you had 2 options. You drive all the way around the bay, which is 100+ miles, or you take a ferry across the Golden Gate Strait. Now, the Golden Gate Strait was 1 mile wide. It was over 300 feet deep. Extremely dangerous waters, strong currents, fog, cold. Ferry accidents were common. So, the city needed a bridge. But experts said that it was impossible. Why was it impossible? Well, there were quite a few challenges, 5 of them to be exact. Number 1 was the distance. It was a 1 mile span. Now, no bridge that long had ever been built over water. 2, it was the depth, 300+ feet deep. So there was no foundation possible in the center. 3, the currents. The Pacific Ocean tides create 60 miles per hour currents. And number 4 was the wind. I talked about the wind. It was constant 30+ miles per hour winds, gusts of up to 100 miles per hour. I lost my hat, literally. And then number 5 was the fog. Thick fog reduces visibility to 0. Very dangerous for workers. 6, earthquakes. San Francisco sits on multiple fault lines. And in 1906, there was an earthquake that destroyed the city. 7 is the cost. Estimated at $35 million. In 1930 dollars, that would be 600 plus million today. Engineers told them, it can't be done. It's too dangerous. It's too expensive. It will collapse into the Pacific Ocean. But there was one man who believed that it could be built. And the man who did that was Joseph Strauss. Now, he was a chief engineer, and this is a 1930s portrait of him with a very determined expression. He did not take no for an answer. So he was a small man. He was only 5'3", but he had big dreams and had built 400 plus drawbridges across the U.S. He was obsessed with building the Golden Gate Bridge. Forget this, 20 years he had been thinking about it. His vision, this is what he told them. We will build a suspension bridge across the Golden Gate. It will be the longest in the world, the most beautiful. It will be a symbol of what humanity can achieve, and we will build it safely. So, he gets the city of San Francisco behind him, and in 1933, construction begins. The workers. There were thousands of men who worked on the bridge. Now, this was during the Great Depression. Unemployment was at 25%, and people were desperate for work. So these men worked in freezing fog, howling wind, extremely dangerous heights, and they worked above treacherous water. It was the most dangerous construction project in America. Most bridges that size expected 1 death per 1 million spent. At 35 million, they expected to have deaths, 35 of them to be exact. So when they were building, they decided that they needed to make it as safe as possible. So they put a safety net. Now this massive net was suspended under the entire bridge. It cost approximately $130,000, which was a huge expense. And if workers fell, hopefully the net caught them. Number 2, hard hats were required for all workers, and that was not common in 1930s construction. But Strauss mandated them. He said that it had to be done. Number 3 was the safety lines. Workers were tied off at all times, so they were tied. Strict reinforcement. Number 4 was respirators. Workers had to work in paint, fumes, and they were required to wear these respirators to prevent lung damage. Also, there was medical staff on site. Immediate treatment for injuries, and there were a lot. And they reduced quite a few deaths from happening from treatable injuries. The result, 19 men fell during construction. the net saved 19 lives. Only 11 men died during construction, instead of the expected 35. 10 of those deaths happened in one accident. It was February 1937. The scaffolding collapsed and tore through the net. They fell into the Pacific Ocean. Joseph Strauss was a very sentimental man. He mourned every loss. He believed that every worker should go home alive, but he knew that there were going to be accidents. Tragically, the bridge he built with such care would become the place where thousands would choose not to go home. So seekers, building the Golden Gate Bridge from 1933 to 1937 was considered impossible. Dangerous conditions, wind, fog, currents, earthquakes. Joseph Strauss implemented revolutionary safety measures, a net, hard hats, and safety lines. 19 men fell, 19 were saved by the net. Only 11 died. They expected a very big number. Strauss cared about his workers' lives. Did you know this about this Golden Gate Bridge history? Let me see it in the comments. And what do you think about him building the bridge? Good crowd tonight. Welcome in. There were safety precautions, yes. Hey, Pink. How are you? Hey, Alabama. If you are enjoying this live, tap, tap, tap. If you haven't reposted or shared, now's the time to do it. Thank you so, so much. The Haunted Grimoire says, so interesting. Ken, no. And he gave men jobs during the Depression time. He did, yes. So Joseph Strauss saved lives during construction. But he never imagined what the bridge would become after completion. Let's talk about opening day. It was May the 27th, 1937. After 4 years of construction, the Golden Gate Bridge is complete. The final product. The length was 1.7 miles, 8,981 feet in total. The main span was 4,200 feet, the longest in the world at that time. The towers were 746 feet tall, taller than the Washington Monument. The cables. There were two main cables, each containing 27,572 wires. So let me put that in terms that you get. 80,000 miles of wire total. Could circle the earth 3 times. I found that so fascinating. Now, the color was an international orange. It was chosen for visibility in fog. It was not red, it was not orange, it was a custom color that they painted it. The cost was 35 million, 600 plus million today. The style was Art Deco towers. They were elegant, they were beautiful. The bridge is stunning. It was Pedestrian Day, May the 27th, 1937. The opening day crowd was 200,000 people walking across the Golden Gate Bridge. Before cars were allowed, the bridge was open to pedestrians. You could walk across it. 200,000 people walked across that first day. Accounts from opening day. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful bridge in the world, a woman told a reporter. I can't believe that we built this. San Francisco should be so proud. My children will tell their grandchildren that they walked across the Golden Gate Bridge on opening day. It was a celebration that was full of joy, pride, and hope. The bridge connected San Francisco to Marin County, but more than that, it connected dreams to reality. It proved that humans could build the impossible. On May the 28th, 1937, vehicles were allowed for the first time. So the bridge opened to vehicle traffic. President Franklin D. Roosevelt telegraphs from Washington, D.C. to officially open it. Thousands of cars crossed. It's a marvel. One woman said, "It was so high up. I was absolutely terrified when my husband was driving across." It is the longest suspension bridge in the world, and it will hold that title until 1964. The bridge becomes iconic. Within months, the Golden Gate Bridge becomes a symbol of San Francisco, more recognizable than any other landmark, a symbol of American engineering. We built the impossible, a symbol of beauty, voted one of the most beautiful bridges in the world, and it still is. Photographers come from everywhere to photograph this bridge. Artists paint it, films feature it. It becomes one of the most photographed structures on Earth. Everyone loves the Golden Gate Bridge. But then, in August 1937, 3 months after opening, the first tragedy strikes. Seekers, May the 27th, 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge opens. 200,000 people walk across on Pedestrian Day. It is a symbol of celebration, joy, pride. The bridge is beautiful, it's iconic, it's a marvel, a symbol of San Francisco and human achievement. For 3 months, it's only known for beauty and hope. But it's all about to change. What do you think of this bridge so far? Hey, Magic Moon. I'll make sure we do your book signing. Tracy says driving across it is scary. They are creepy, aren't they? Very creepy. Magic Moon says, I've been across it. It was nervous. Yes. Yes, it was first known for walking. Indy, welcome in. It is a beautiful bridge, most definitely. Like being in the clouds. Severina says, Cherish says, suspended bridges scare me bad. You've been across the Ambassador Bridge. It's scary its ways. Star says it's intimidating as you're about to go over it too. I saw someone else. Severina says, I took a boat under it, but never over it. On August the 7th, 1937, just 3 months after this bridge opened, a man walked onto the bridge. People saw this. He climbed over the railing and he jumped. He fell 220 feet. He hit the water at 75 miles per hour. Of course, he died on impact. His body was recovered hours later. Who was he? His name was Harold Wilbur. He was age 47. He was a World War I veteran. He was suffering from what we now call PTSD, but it was not diagnosed or understood in 1937. He had been depressed for years, had flashbacks of war. That day, he told a tourist, this is where I get off. I'm going to jump. The tourist said that he thought he was joking. He wasn't. Harold climbed over the 4-foot railing and jumped. He would be the first of over 2,000 plus. When the authorities were told this, they were shocked. Joseph Strauss was just devastated. The city mourned, but they thought, this is a tragedy, yes, but surely it's a one-time thing. It wasn't. September 1937, another jump. October 1937, another. By the end of 1937, just 7 months after opening, 5 people had jumped. The pattern was beginning. Why did it start? Well, the railing, and this is crazy, but the railing was only 4 feet tall. An adult could easily climb over that. There were no barriers, there were no nets, there was no security. The safety net had been removed once the bridge was constructed. The bridge was accessible. And once people realized that it was possible, word spread. The Golden Gate Bridge became known as a place where you could go and end it. And the more it became known, the more people came. Seekers, August the 7th, 1937, Harold Wilbur, age 47, World War I veteran with PTSD becomes the first person to jump from the Golden Gate Bridge just 10 weeks after opening. He told a tourist, "This is where I get off," and jumped. 5 people died by the end of 1937. The pattern begins. What is your reaction to this? Let me see it in the chat. It's crazy just how quickly that it went from a symbol of beauty. It went from a symbol of beauty to a symbol of death. Hello, Joanna. How are you? Welcome in. Oh, yeah. Absolutely magic. We do not have that link tree until we hit 1,000 followers, so please, if you like the paranormal, hit that follow button and the notification bell and never miss another Paranormal Files Live. Once we hit 1,000, we start to get more monetization, and I'm able to start posting Eltree. So this beautiful bridge that was a symbol of hope became a site of death in just 10 weeks. And it's only gotten worse over the decades. Let's talk about the numbers. Since 1937, over 2,000 people have died jumping from the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, I'm going to break down these numbers for you. So in 1937, 1940, 50 plus deaths. In the 1950s, 100 plus deaths. In the 1960s, 200 plus deaths. In 1970s, it went up to 300 plus deaths. That is the highest decade. In 1980s, 250 plus deaths. 1990s, 200 plus deaths. 2000s, 150 plus deaths. And from 2010 to 2024, 100 plus deaths. Prevention efforts working, perhaps, to see the numbers going down. But there was a total of 2,000 plus confirmed. Now, what I want you to understand is the numbers are probably significantly higher. Why? Well, this is confirmed deaths, bodies that have been recovered by the Coast Guard. The actual number is likely much higher. Some bodies were never found. They were swept out to sea with the current. In 1937, 2024, that is 87 plus years. 2,000 deaths divided by 87 years is approximately 23 deaths per year. That's one death every 10 to 12 days for nearly 90 years. So I want you to imagine that every week and a half, someone walks onto that bridge and jumps. Every week and a half, a family is shattered. Every week and a half, a life ends for 87 years. Who jumps? Well, According to gender, 75% are male, 25% are female. Men are 3 to 4 times more likely to unalive themselves generally, and they choose more lethal methods. Now, the highest age group is 20 to 40 years old, young adults dealing with life stresses, mental health crisis. Second is 40 to 60 years old, again, midlife crisis, financial stress, divorce, loss. Tragically, teenagers ages 13 to 19 account for dozens of passings, and the elderly, 60 plus, illness, loss of spouse, loneliness. The background is all socioeconomic levels, rich, poor, middle class, it doesn't matter. All races and ethnicities, all education levels, high school dropouts to PhDs. That doesn't matter. All professions, students, doctors, veterans, homeless, CEOs. A lot of it is from mental health. Depression is the most common diagnosis. Bipolar disorder, high risk for unaliving. Schizophrenia is increased risk. PTSD, especially with veterans. And then substance abuse, often co-occurring with mental illness. But many people had no diagnosed mental illness, no situational crisis, no sudden trauma, no impulsive decisions. The lethality of it. Now, what I want you to look at, this is a diagram. Oh, no telling, Star. No telling. So I want you to look at this. Up at the highest point is 220 feet. Down below, I don't know if you can read it, but it's 220 feet. And this is the San Francisco Bay. Hello, Kazumoto. Probably quite a bit. Oh yeah, definitely loneliness, for sure. So, why is the Golden Gate Bridge so deadly? Well, it's its height. It's the numbers. It's 220 feet from the bridge deck to the water. It's the fall time. It takes 4 seconds to fall. It's the impact speed, 75 miles per hour. I'll put that in a more layman's terms. It's equivalent to a car crash at highway speed. The force of the impact when you hit the water, whether it was an unaliving or just falling off the bridge or, what have you, it's like hitting concrete. What happens to the body? Well, upon impact with the water, bones break, ribs, spine, pelvis, legs, internal organs rupture, liver, spleen, lungs, massive internal bleeding, traumatic injuries incompatible with life. Most people who fall from this bridge, either on purpose or, they just fell, they instantly pass from the impact. And those who survive the impact often are severely injured. They can't swim. They drown because it's cold water and strong currents. They do pass from hypothermia. The Pacific Ocean, and I know this for an absolute fact because I walked in it, is 50 degrees to 60 degrees year round. And many are swept out to sea by currents and they're never recovered. Currents are so strong. The survival rate is less than 2%. Out of 2,000 plus jumps, fewer than 40 people have survived. And almost all survivors say the same thing. I regretted it the instant that I let go. We'll hear from the survivors on Wednesday night. Seekers, the statistics, 2,000 plus confirmed deaths since 1937, one death every 10 to 12 days for 87 years. This makes the Cecil Hotel look like a children's playground. 220 feet tall, 75 mile per hour impact, less than a 2% survival rate. People from all ages, backgrounds, professions. This isn't rare. This is constant. React to the weight of these numbers in the chat. I know, Alabama. I know. Star, you've been pulled out? Oh my goodness. Hey, Rhonda. Wow. Oh, definitely. I'm so sorry, Melanie. Wow. Oh my goodness. $2,000 is an overwhelming number. But each number is a person, a life, a family, a story. And Wednesday night, we will honor specific people. But tonight, let's understand why this bridge specifically. Why not other bridges? There are thousands of bridges in America. Many are taller than the Golden Gate Bridge. Many are more accessible. Many are closer to populated areas. So why is the Golden Gate Bridge #1 in the world for unalivings? Let me explain the 5 factors that make this bridge so deadly. It's very easy. It's the accessibility. So, factor 1 is the accessibility. This bridge is open to pedestrians. And until recently, 2024, this bridge was open to pedestrians for 24 hours, 7 days a week. No gates, no guards, no barriers. Until the net was completed, you could just walk onto the bridge, walk to any point, climb that tiny 4-foot railing, and jump. And no one would stop you until it was too late. Now, let's compare it to other famous bridges. So you have the Brooklyn Bridge. The pedestrian walkway is in the center of the bridge, so it's very hard to jump from. The Bay Bridge, which is in San Francisco, Oakland, has no pedestrian access at all. The George Washington Bridge in New York City has high fences and security. The Golden Gate Bridge has nothing to stop you. If someone wanted to jump, they could do it easily. Factor number 2 is the height, because it is guaranteed death. If you do manage to survive it, you're lucky. The 220-foot fall is almost 100% fatal. People know this. If you want to leave this world, this bridge will do it, compared to other methods. I mean, pills have a 15% fatality rate. Most people survive and they get treatment. Cutting, 6% fatality rate. It is survivable with medical care. Pew-pews, 85% fatality rate, but not 100%. Some do survive. The Golden Gate Bridge is a 98% fatality rate. So it's the most reliable method. And people in crisis, they seek certainty. They want to go. And if they happen to survive an unaliving attempt, they might get help. But this bridge doesn't give them that chance. Factor number 3. It's beautiful. I remember the first time that I saw it, on a movie or what have you. The first time I saw it when I flew in to San Francisco, I was like, oh, it's just gorgeous, And then when I saw all the notes and the letters and the candles and the plaques on the gate, it never looked the same to me again. It has a very sinister, very ominous presence to it. Maybe that's just me. This is the hardest factor to understand, but survivors and psychologists confirm it. Did you know that people want to unalive themselves usually somewhere beautiful? Now these are quotes from actual survivors. Kevin Hines, he survived a jump in 2000. He says, I had lost everything. I was living in a small apartment. I lost my wife, my kids, my job, and it was all my fault. I wanted my last sight to be something beautiful. The bridge is iconic, it's majestic, and I thought, if I'm going to unalive myself here, at least it'll be here. An anonymous survivor from 2010. I didn't want to pass in a place that was small and insignificant. I didn't want to pass in a hospital. I wanted to unalive somewhere that mattered, somewhere that people would remember. A psychologist, Dr. Jerome Motto, studied the Golden Gate unalivings for 50 plus years. And he said, there's a romanticization of the bridge. It's in movies, on postcards, in songs. People associate it with beauty and significance. In their final moments, they want that beauty. It's heartbreaking, seekers, but it's true. The bridge's beauty is part of the deadly appeal. Let's take a 10-minute intermission, and when we come back, we will continue night 1 of the Golden Gate Bridge. I'll be right back. All right, Magic. Are you here? Hey, give no fluffs. She's gone. I told her to stay. I'm glad to hear that, Rebecca. Well, if she comes back in, let me know. I really like to do it during the intermission. Welcome in to Twisted Tales Live. I am your host, Britton Morgan. I am a horror author and I am also a lover of the paranormal. And if you like the paranormal and you want to hang out with the paranormal crowd, hit that follow button and the notification bell and never miss another Paranormal Pals Live. And welcome. That's fantastic. So happy to hear that. Magic Moon, you are being summoned. You're here! Yay! The summoning worked. All right. All right, Magic. Did you want to come up in the box? I have your book here. You're not going to be able to see it really well. But anyway, I had it. Magic's in the house. There it is. The book, The Haunting of Hastings House by Bray Morgan. All right, that'll work. Let me see. Just let me know when you're in. There you are. Magic Moon.
Hey everyone. Hey.
Hello, hello, hello. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, Magic.
How are
Magic
you, Brad?
Moon is one of our wonderful seekers and night dwellers and just a great lady all the way
Aw.
around.
Bryn, you're great. Bryn's always great.
Thank you. All right, here it is. Your book.
I'm excited. Yay.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign it for you.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Signed.
Nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I'll put a special message in it before we mail it off. Okay.
All right. Yeah. No worries. No rush.
All right. So it is signed. Thank you so much for bringing the Haunting of Hastings House into your home.
Sure. It's gonna give me like a. You keep it on my shelf. It's gonna give me like that kind of creepy kind of, but like good vibe.
Absolutely. Haunting of Hastings House is my baby, and it will always be my favorite. Always.
Well,
But I'm so glad.
Yeah, I'll definitely read it, and it'll be a special piece that I have amongst my books. So
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so, so much for purchasing it. I hope you enjoy it.
of course, thank you, Bren.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll
Take
talk to
care.
you.
We love Magic. We love her. She's the sweetest lady. And where did the music go? Yes, ma'am. I did. All I'm gonna say is tomorrow night on Twisted Tales Live, I am going to tell another original dark story. It is chilling. I will be right back. I saw that. That's funny. I know. Isn't Little Boo adorable? Can you hear me? Okay, cool. right. Who's ready to dive back in? Hey, Amy. Welcome back to Paranormal Things Live. I'm your host, Bryn Morgan, and tonight we are delving into case number 9, the Golden Gate Bridge. Did you know that it was haunted? Did you know its dark history? Let me see it in the comments. I knew or I didn't know. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you. Tracy says I didn't know. Sally Ann says I didn't know. Rebecca says I figured a lot of bridges are. Bossman says I didn't know. I didn't know until I saw all the papers and everything attached to the fence. Research shows that 90% of people who survive an unaliving attempt do not go on to pass by unaliving later. Why? Because unaliving is often an impulsive decision. Not everyone, but most often. The unaliving crisis typically lasts about 10 to 15 minutes. If you can get through those 10 to 15 minutes, psychiatrists say, and psychologists, the person often will choose to live. But the Golden Gate Bridge allows no time to reconsider. So there's a decision timeline. The number 1 is the crisis moment. Something triggers intense emotional pain. Number 2 is the drive or the walk to the bridge. 10 to 30 minutes. Crisis is still active. And then number 3 is walking onto the bridge. That's 5 minutes. And then climbing over the railing is 10 seconds. And then jumping, the decision is made. Hey, Raybab. So total time from decision to unaliving is about 30 to 60 minutes. If there were barriers in place on the Golden Gate Bridge, climbing would take longer, and that would be time to reconsider. The bridge patrol, as does exist on most bridges, would have time to intervene, and the impulse might pass. But with easy access and no barriers in place, the impulsive decision becomes irreversible in under an hour. Factor number 5 is the media coverage. So, unaliving contagion is real. When media extensively covers an unaliving location, rates are going to increase. Why? Well, number 1 is because of awareness. People learn this is a place where people go to end it. Number 2 is the copycat effect. When one person jumps, others follow. They call it clustering. And number 3, method suggestion. People who wouldn't have thought of jumping will now consider it. And then 4, of course, is the romanticization. Media coverage can make it seem significant or even meaningful. The Golden Gate Bridge has been featured in hundreds of news articles, documentaries, films, San Andreas, the bridge documentary, many others, books, songs, and TV shows. Hey, Carrie. It's famous for being an unaliving location, and that fame attracts more people. In recent years, media has pledged to reduce sensational coverage, but for decades, every single jump was front page news. The bridge's reputation is cemented. Seekers, why the Golden Gate Bridge is so deadly. 1, easy accessibility. No barriers were in place on this bridge till 2024. 2, the height guarantees that you will die. It's 98% fatal. Number 3 is the tragic beauty. People want to die somewhere iconic. And 4 is impulsivity, no time to reconsider. 5 is media coverage, and unaliving contagion is real. These 5 factors make it the deadliest location in the world. React to that. Hello, Gina, welcome in. Hey, Carol. Doing well. So basically, it's a perfect storm of factors. And it's easy access, it's guaranteed passing, plus beauty, plus impulsivity, plus fame equals 2,000, plus deaths. But here's the critical thing. The factors can be changed. We can make it harder to access the net, which we'll discuss on night 3, that has finally been installed. And we can reduce media coverage and create less contagion. We can intervene, bridge control, crisis phones. Prevention is possible. But first, we need to understand one more thing. What happens to someone in the moments before they jump? To understand the Golden Gate Bridge, we need to understand the people who go there. What brings someone to this place? Let me explain. Generally is not about wanting to die. Unaliving is about wanting the pain to stop. People who jump from the bridge, they aren't choosing death over life. They're choosing death over unbearable pain in most cases. And what causes that pain? Well, sometimes it's mental illness, depression, which is most common, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, PTSD, anxiety disorders. In a lot of cases, it's anxiety over loss, death of a loved one, divorce, breakup, financial crisis, bankruptcy, job loss, homelessness, legal trouble, could be facing prison, scandal, chronic illness or pain, trauma, abuse, assault, violence. Social factors could be isolation, no support system, bullying, especially in teens, discrimination and rejection by their family or their community, bossment that you put the finger on it. And then finally, substance abuse. It can be alcohol and drugs impair judgment, lower inhibitions, and intensify emotional pain. So there's something called the tunnel vision effect. Psychologists call it psychache, unbearable psychological pain. When someone is in a unaliving crisis, their thinking becomes narrow. This pain will never end. There's no other way out. Everyone would be better off without me. I can't live like this anymore. They cannot see that there are alternatives: therapy, medication, time, support. Temporary nature of pain, most crises pass. Impact on loved ones. They think they're a burden. They don't realize that people are going to be devastated. And future possibilities, things can get better with time, as we've heard in the audience tonight. Hello, Singled Out Mom. Thank you for the follow. So it's like tunnel vision. They can only see the pain and the solution, which is unaliving. Everything else disappears. For many people, the decision to jump is impulsive. There's a timeline, and sometimes it's days or even weeks before. Increasing depression, hopelessness, thinking about unaliving, ideation, and researching methods, including the Golden Gate Bridge. Hours before can be a trigger event: a fight, bad news, overwhelming stress. Crisis intensifies and decision crystallizes. Minutes before, it's a drive or a walk to the bridge. It's a walk onto the span. Stand at a railing. Some people stand for minutes, some for seconds. They climb and they jump. From trigger to death, sometimes as little as 30 to 60 minutes. This is why barriers matter. Even if you were to add 10 minutes to the timeline, creating a net by making it harder to jump, more would survive. What people think in those final moments, these are based on survivor accounts and notes left behind, which I told you that I saw. I'm sorry. I love you. I just can't do this anymore. The pain is too much. I don't see another way. Everyone will be better off without me. I'm a burden. This is the best thing that I can do for my family. I'm tired, so tired. I just want to rest. At least it'll be over. At least I won't hurt anymore. And then the nearly universal experience among survivors: the instant I let go of the railing, I regretted it. I realized I didn't want to be unalived. Yes, I wanted the pain to stop, but those are different things. I thought about my family, my friends, things I'd miss, and I thought, what did I just do? In the 4 seconds of falling, clarity often returns when you're going 75 miles an hour toward the Pacific Ocean, but by then, it's too late for most. So seekers, the psychology, unaliving is about stopping unbearable pain, not wanting to be unalived. Mental illness, life crisis, isolation, trauma, these drive people to the edge. Tunnel vision makes them unable to see alternatives. The decision is impulsive, 30 to 60 minutes from trigger to unaliving, and survivors universally say, I regretted it instantly. React to understanding this pain. It is so very sad. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the presents. Thank you for the reposts, for the FYI, for sharing, for tapping. Thank you so, so much. Melanie says, it's about stopping the voices in their heads. Yeah. So this is why compassion matters. People who attempt unaliving, they aren't weak, they aren't selfish, they aren't cowards. They're in unbearable pain and they can't see a way out. And if we can intervene, even for 10 minutes, we can save them. And as I said, Wednesday night, we will hear their specific stories. But before we close tonight, let me show you something important. When someone unalives themselves from the Golden Gate Bridge, they don't just end their own life. They shatter everyone around them. Let me show you who's left behind. Here's an empty chair at a dinner table. Every person who unalives leaves behind parents. No parent should ever have to bury their child. They leave behind spouses, widowed suddenly, dramatically. They leave behind children growing up without a parent, wondering why. They leave behind siblings losing a brother or a sister. They leave behind friends, grief, guilt, wondering if they could have helped. Unaliving doesn't end the pain, it just passes it to someone else. And families of unalived victims experience intense grief, guilt. Could I have stopped them? Anger, how could they do this? Shame, stigma around unaliving, trauma, especially if they witnessed or found the body, and an increased risk of unaliving themselves. Did you know that unaliving clusters in families? The witnesses. Many of these things happen in front of witnesses on the Golden Gate Bridge. Tourists taking photos, pedestrians walking, drivers in cars. They see someone climb over the railing, fall, disappear, hear the impact or not, and they're traumatized forever. A witness account in 2015. I was visiting from Australia. I was taking pictures and I saw a woman climb over the railing right in front of me. I screamed and I ran toward her, but she jumped before I could reach her. I watched her fall. I heard her hit the water. I will never forget that sound. I am haunted by it every night in my dreams. I'll never forget her face. That was 5 years ago. I still had nightmares. Witnesses often develop PTSD. Their vacation, their commute, their day is destroyed, and they carry a trauma forever. The first responders. Sharon, thank you for the follow. 1,000 followers by the end of the week, by Friday night. How fantastic would it be to be there? That means we can start getting monetized. That means that we can start sharing our Eltree merch like we have on Twisted Tales Live. There is Paranormal Files merch that is headed your way. Coast Guard, police, firefighters, bridge control, they're the ones who try to talk people down, often unsuccessfully. They recover the bodies, they notify the families, and they process the scene. A bridge patrol officer was interviewed in 2012. I'll be honest with you. I'll pull dozens of bodies from the water. Every single one stays with you. You wonder who they were, what brought them here, if you could have saved them. It never gets easier. Never. Did you know that first responders experience, and this is very common, compassion fatigue, where they feel like they can barely put one foot in front of the other? If there is someone who can testify to this in here, let me know. PTSD, burnout, moral injury, feeling like they failed and blaming themselves. The Golden Gate Bridge takes a toll on everyone who encounters its tragedies. Soul Seekers, the impact. Every jump shatters families, parents, spouses, children, siblings, friends. Witnesses are traumatized, tourists, pedestrians who see it happen. First responders carry the weight, the Coast Guard, the Bridge Patrol, the police. Unaliving doesn't end pain, it multiplies it. React to who's left behind. Hello, Andrist. You know, when you think about it like that, it's crazy because it's not just that one jump that affects just that person. It affects dozens or even hundreds of people, family, friends, witnesses, responders, community. The ripple effect of unaliving is immense. But here's what I want you to remember. And I want us to post a candle tonight for each one of these people who felt like they have reached the end. Prevention is possible. People can be saved. Hope exists. Wednesday night we will meet those people, but first, let me close tonight's investigation. My final thoughts on the Golden Gate Bridge, built 1933 and 1937 by Joseph Strauss and thousands of workers. Opened May the 27th, 1937 with celebration and joy. August 1937, just 10 weeks later, the first unaliving. Since then, over 2,000 confirmed deaths. Why this bridge? 5 factors. Easy accessibility, height guarantees death, tragic beauty, impulsivity, and immediate coverage. Who jumps? People in unbearable pain, mental illness like crisis, isolation, trauma, people experiencing tunnel vision, unable to see alternatives, people making impulsive decisions in moments of crisis, and almost all survivors say, I regretted it instantly. We've talked about who is affected. Families shattered, witnesses traumatized, first responders carrying the weight. The Golden Gate Bridge is beautiful, no doubt, but it is also a monument to pain. Wednesday night, we meet the people, the specific stories, the survivors who lived, the families who lost loved ones, the pain, the regret, and the hope. And then Friday night, we're going to talk about the haunting of the bridge. The hauntings are a lot. The prevention efforts, the nets, the patrols, the phones, how we save lives. And before we go, if you're struggling, please reach out to the 988 National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Call or text 24/7, free, and it's confidential. The crisis text line, text HOME to 741-741. You are not alone. Your pain is temporary, and help is available. Drop a blue heart for everyone struggling with mental health. Drop a candle for the 2,000 plus lives lost since 1937. Hey, Carrie Belt. Drop praying hands for Joseph Strauss, who tried his best to keep people safe. And drop a red heart for hope, prevention, and saving lives. Thank you, Seekers. I knew this case was going to be heavy, but necessary. Understanding the bridge is the first step to preventing more passings. Wednesday night, we honor the individuals, the people behind the numbers. Hey, Bird Lady. Thank you all for the emojis. They just put the net up in 2024. Yeah, because I knew that it wasn't there when I went in 22. Pamela, thank you for the roses. Good night, everyone. Dressed in red, Twisted Tales Live for a original dark story. If you love Mart, you're gonna love this one. Love you all.